Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. But this is going to be a audio only live stream, and I'm getting straight to the point because I have a lot of things that I like to say, and typically I will write them out into very long posts inside of our community. And I don't know if people know this, but like majority of the posts that we make inside of school, I say with my voice first, and then edit it and then paste it, and that's the words that goes inside the group. But majority of the times I am talking, and today I want to talk as opposed to you know talking first, turning into an article, finding graphics. This was a lot easier. So this is probably how we're going to produce more content, put things out there in a big way, without the stress, because in this season for me is all about ease and flexibility. And so if I feel like getting dressed up, I will. If not, I won't. So let me make sure that you all can hear me first before I get into this. And then we're going to call it a day. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay, cool. So you all can hear me. I just wanted to make sure. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Because this is a video that I have playing that's looping, and then I'm talking over the video with a tool that I use called Ecamm. Okay, so anywho, let's get into it. So I want to talk about why I don't think anything is expensive anymore. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because my husband and I was talking, and I was like, I was telling my husband, like, I don't think I have any reference for what's expensive anymore. When I was the brokest in my life, I used to think everything was expensive because I didn't have money. And so if you only have $10 and you see something that you want that's $1,000, it's easy to say that thing is expensive, right? And so that's a lot of the times when people are saying something is expensive, it's either you don't see the value or you can't afford it, right? Those are the top two reasons why some people think things are expensive. Now, the third reason, which is on the other side of it, some people are budget conscious people, and they budget everything in their life. And they have thresholds for everything that they will spend money on, right? Whether you're wealthy or not. So some people who may be a multimillionaire may say, hey, I'm not going to buy $1 billion building. Why some other millionaires, like, I would totally buy $1 billion building, right? But anyway, I wanted to share that. I wanted to kind of set the stage first. Now, the other thing I would say, this is my point of view. So whether you agree or not, that's besides the point. This is me sharing my point of view that I think would be useful for my clients and community. All right. So the reason I don't think anything is expensive anymore is because when I used to think things were expensive, I was the brokest. Okay. And it wasn't until I started investing in myself that I started to really see the value of investing in yourself. And when I first came online, I would see these different programs, and they would be different price points. And I would see things for $37, $47, $2,000, $10,000, so on and so forth. And I think when I first came online, my brain could not process what it even meant to give someone $2,000. Like, that was my very first big investment, meaning like where it stretched me, and I was wondering, like, how am I going to be able to afford this? How am I going to be able to pay for this, right? And so, like, that's where that was the most expensive thing that I bought, that I really feel like unlocked another level in me. Mainly because for the first time, I'm making an investment for something that I deem as impossible, right? Like, in my mind, I'm like, I can barely afford my rent. Like, why would I do this? And this is where belief and conviction come into place. So, like, when you have crazy belief, I'm talking about, like, people be questioning, like, why are you doing this? Why are you going this hard? When you believe in yourself and your projects and your ideas, there's no amount of money that you should be unwilling to invest, if that makes sense. Like, for instance, I want to build a headquarters for Unclone. I want to build it from the ground up. I want a brand new building. I've been looking at what does something like this cost, right? And so I started looking around. I found some architecture firms that can do, layouts and things like that. And I noticed that, like, oh, this is probably going to cost about $50 million, right? And it's easy to say, oh, it's $50 million. Oh my God, I can't even fathom spending $50 million, right? And it's because if you look at your bank account or you look at your current resources and you're trying to get something that you can't even imagine getting, then of course it's going to feel expensive, right? But the reason I don't think anything is expensive anymore because I have a value eye now. When I see price, I always wonder what is the value I'm going to get. And that's how I make all my decisions going forward from from my first big scary investment. And now I invest so much that sometimes I do need to slow down because I love to learn. I love to invest. And this is the other thing I notice. Every time I make a big investment, I get a crazy return. Now, this is where I want to go deep on getting a return. Like, how do you extract value from what it is that you purchase, right? So sometimes people buy things and they say things like, well, I signed up for this program and it didn't work for me. And then when you ask them, hey, did you actually do the work? Did you log into the portal? Did you what did you do? And then it's crickets. And it's easy for people to not not have accountability for their behaviors and their contributions when they made the investment. So I want to illustrate this point with a story. So I recently made an investment for $6,000. If you're part of my community, you already know what it is. And if you've been paying attention to the online world, you already know who was selling a $6,000 offer. So I buy this $6,000 offer. It comes with like all of these playbooks. It comes with like all of these things that you can use. So it comes with the playbooks. It comes with the AI thing. It comes with the course, and some other stuff, right? And so when I got the shipment in the mail, guess what I do? I wasn't just excited to hit the buy button, right? Because sometimes people make the investment and they think that the work is done. No, the work is just getting started. Like, just because you buy something doesn't mean that you were all in. You made an investment. That's just the first step. The way you extract value from the thing that you bought is by showing up and doing what you need to do in order to extract the value from it. So if I spent this $6,000, right? I got these 12 playbooks. I got this work, 2 additional books that comes with that. So that makes 14 books. All of these books combined is over 800 pages. And then I have access to this AI tool. Then I have access to this course. Now, I could say, oh, I bought this offer for $6,000 and then be like, oh, well, I bought this offer for $6,000, but I'm not doing anything with it. And then I go and say, oh, well, I bought this thing from XYZ and it sucks because I didn't do the work. How goofy is that? Right? And so as soon as that shipment got to my house, because there is no audiobook or anything like that, I literally began to take pictures of this playbook, page by page, all 800 pages with my phone, one playbook at a time over the course of 4 days, over the course of 4 days, reading these books on and off. Guess what I'm doing, y'all? I'm extracting value. Then I log into the AI tool and I'm asking strategy questions, because this tool is supposed to serve like advisory. So I'm asking this tool this question, I'm getting some really good output, and I'm applying these strategies. Everything that it's telling me, I'm applying these strategies. Then there's a course that go with it. Okay. We're talking about a 6-hour course. Guess what I do? My husband and I, we put the course on the TV instead of watching entertainment, and we sit there and we watch the course as if it was the latest Marvel movie that just came out. And by the way, this is how my husband and I learn all the time. We watch courses together, we read together, we learn together, we invest together. The reason why some people don't have buy-in from their spouses is because you all are not doing it together. Okay? And that's just a little extra nugget for whoever needed to hear that. But So I'm extracting the value. I'm extracting the value. Immediately, I start making a list of things that I can apply. And so that's the first thing. So the first thing is, one, you make the investment. Two, you extract the value, because the value is not going to come to you because you purchased it. Let me say that again. You're not going to get the value from anything that you buy if you're not showing up, okay? If you're not showing up to extract the value. What does extracting the value look like? Extracting the value looks like, if there's a community, you showing up in the community and actively engaging. If there's a book, that means you read the book. If it's a course, that means you take the course. If it's an audio book, that means you listen to the audio book. If it's a workshop, that means you show up and you sign up to participate for it. I hope this is making sense. Okay. And so I'm showing up, I'm extracting the value, and I begin to implement some of the strategies from what I just invested. Right now, mind you, I already told you I spent $6,000 on this thing. Because I'm telling you the other side of the story that most people don't ever share or talk about. This is why you hear people say all the time, oh, that person's a scammer. That person is this. And it'd be the same dusty people who are jumping from program to program to program to program, coach to coach to coach, mastermind to mastermind to mastermind, not doing the work, not implementing the strategies, and pointing the finger because they didn't show up as a leader and do the work. Okay? So I began to implement all of these things from this investment. So I'm like, oh, this is fire, blah, 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 right? And so from the day I made that investment, like from the day I got that package in the mail to today, I have made, just by implementing a lot of the strategies from what I learned, obviously in addition to what I already know, but I was able to flip that $6,000 investment into $39,450 into sales. I got a return. I got a crazy return. But let me say this. I only implemented like 2 to 3 strategies. I still got 12 other playbooks that I can extract and implement and deploy into my business. So when I say I don't see anything as being expensive, it's because I attach value to the thing that I'm buying. I don't make anybody accountable for what I should have done with that particular investment. I hope this is making sense. And so when I say I don't see anything as expensive, it's because I already know when I see something, I know how to extract the value from it. And if you see something and you're saying, oh, this is expensive, it's because you don't value it. You genuinely don't have the money and you're not being resourceful on figuring out how you can do it. Or 3, you just don't want to, and that's fine too, right? I'm more so talking to the people who see things and be like, oh, that's expensive. It's not expensive till you get on the other side of doing the work. Once you do the work and you implement the strategies and you start making money, then you goes from like, oh, this is expensive to like, oh my God, I got a crazy return. This was amazing. This is the best investment of my life. Like, people tune change when they actually show up and do the work. So that's why I don't think anything is expensive, because when I see something, I think about what is the value that I can extract from that? How can I flip that into value and profit from what I just purchased? Okay. Because sometimes people will buy expensive furniture. What can furniture do for you? People buy expensive purses. What can purses do for you? So again, everybody has the thing that they value. And for some reason, people don't value education unless it's from a college. And there are so many brilliant people within proximity of you that could help you change the trajectory of your life. But because of your relationship with money, it's blocking your blessings. So I just hope that you got value from today's live stream. This is what I wanted to say. This is why I wanted to share. Let me know your biggest takeaway in the comments, wherever you may be watching this video. And until next time, y'all, let's go live an uncloned life and build an uncloned brand. Bye, y'all.